Before the crown comes the crucifixion, and not everyone survives the ceremony. Let that sit for a second. Now here's something you probably weren't taught. Humiliation rituals are real. And no, we're not talking about school bullies, bad dates, or some zodiac meltdown. We're talking about spiritual ambushes, soul-level interrogations, and public executions of your character, dressed as jokes, corrections, or concern. Fact. In psychology, it's called gaslight triangulation, where you're isolated, discredited, and made the spectacle while the audience is applauding your breakdown. Sound familiar? Congratulations, chosen one. You've been through it, and you're still standing. But here's the twist nobody expected. You didn't just survive a humiliation ritual, you decoded it, you dissected it. You discerned your way out of a trap that was designed to bury you. Because the truth is, they never expected you to see the pattern. They thought your kindness was weakness. Your silence was ignorance. Your isolation was defeat. What they didn't know was that you were watching everything, like a spiritual sniper with a sense of humor and a soul they couldn't break. And if life was a Netflix special, that part where they all turned against you, that was the plot twist. This part right now is the rise of the one they tried to erase. Let's talk about it in a way no one ever dared to before. Welcome to the truth they hoped you'd never say out loud. You weren't broken, you were being decoded. You weren't broken, you were being decoded. Most people think survival means you made it through something with just enough strength to limp to the other side. But when you were targeted, isolated, and humiliated, something deeper was happening. It wasn't just about surviving pain, it was about being stripped down to the original version of you before the world taught you to doubt yourself. That ritual didn't happen because you were weak. It happened because you carried something powerful that couldn't be controlled. And the only way they thought they could manage it was by publicly trying to dismantle you. But here's the twist. They didn't realize the breakdown was really a blueprint being revealed. Every attack, every betrayal, every moment of embarrassment wasn't breaking you. It was peeling off the false layers others had put on you. Their opinions, their fears, their insecurities. You were never meant to carry any of that. You were absorbing a frequency that didn't belong to you, just to fit into systems that secretly feared what would happen if you stood in your full truth. While it looked like failure or rejection from the outside, something sacred was happening underneath. You were being decoded back to your original form, the version of you that wasn't afraid to speak, to see, to call out what others keep silent. It's not just that you survived, it's that you saw the script they were running before they even said their lines. You began to see patterns instead of people, energy instead of words, intent instead of appearances, and that kind of clarity, it's dangerous in a world built on illusions. That's why they tried to destroy you. Not because you were fragile, but because you were finally becoming immune. And now they can't unsee what your presence revealed. You weren't broken, you were being reset, rewritten, revealed. You didn't play their game. You built a whole new arena. You didn't fight for your name. You became a name they can't speak without remembering their failure to erase it. They'll call it ego, but you know better. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that they never held the power to define you in the first place. Every smear, every exile, every forced silence was just confirmation of your spiritual weight. You weren't just targeted, you were identified as the one who could see what others couldn't, carry what others collapsed under, and live what others only pretend to preach. And now? Now you walk differently, with the poise of someone who knows they were designed to survive what was sent to destroy them, with the posture of someone who's already paid in full, with the grace of someone who doesn't need to clap back. Because the echo of your endurance says it all. Let them talk, let them mimic, let them circle back pretending they never participated. You're no longer in that room, that timeline, that matrix. You broke the cycle, not just for you, but for everyone who'll come after you and feel your silent permission to choose truth over acceptance, discernment over performance, freedom over fear. You are not who they said you were. You are who they feared you'd become. And now that you have, don't look back, not even to wave. If this message stirred something in you, if it reminded you of your strength, your clarity, or your survival, don't just scroll away. This space was built for people like you, the ones who see deeper, feel harder, and rise stronger. So do me one solid thing and do it for you. Like this video if it spoke to your spirit, not your ego. Drop a comment and let me know. What part hit the hardest? Your story might be the permission someone else needs. Share this with someone who's in the fire right now and needs to know. The ritual ends when they don't break. This isn't just content, it's spiritual ammunition. So stay tapped in, because this is where the real ones gather.